All right, I think we're live. Yeah, are we live? How's everybody doing? Oh, now it's doing the spinny thingy. All right, now we're live. I think we're live. I think I would know this by now. Beans, watered, loaves, pinched. Let's go. Yeah, Nick, I think okay is about as good as it gets this weekend, my man. Yeah, Mrs. B and I are both sick, so um, it is what it is, right? Yeah, that's why I didn't do Friday nights live. I was just, yeah, coughing and choking and kind of phlegmed up and nastiness going on. Still sick, but man, I've been kicking myself in the butt for not doing Friday nights live. So I'm like, oh, there's no way I'm gonna skip out on Sunday. But yeah, the show must go on. Just regular stuff, man. Regular stuff. Nothing woke, nothing crazy. No Planet Odyssey going on. There's nobody here. We'll give it a minute or two to fill back up. Not sure what's going on, but yeah, another day in paradise, right? What could possibly go wrong? Um, but yeah. Oh yeah, coffee is on, man. We got the coffee already. Yeah, we're good to go on the coffee. Drinking the coffee, man. It's yeah, another day in paradise, right? Can you guys hear me okay? Yeah, I've just been yeah, like I said, under the weather for like the better part of a week now. Mrs. B is sick as well. So of course I'm blaming it entirely on that cat. But yeah. So Dana, how you doing this morning? Yeah, I think YouTube entirely stopped putting out my lives now. Um, yeah, go figure, huh? Or I don't know, maybe who knows what's going on? It's YouTube, right? Oh yeah, Barbie got demonetized. YouTube's doing a purge, man. There's tons and tons of channels that are getting demonetized. Like, and it's not just like small channels, big channels. Like, man, just tons of channels are getting demonetized. I think they're oh yeah, yeah, they'll nail you for that. Yeah, because you could just you could crank out the same thing every time you post something. It goes out to like a majority new group of people. Repetitive content, I think, is what they call it. Yeah, I'm the guy that tries to read through the fine print and find out what's going on and kind of be a little bit ahead of the game. But oh yeah, Dana, yeah, I definitely yeah, I need some decongestant and yeah, a few other things probably. Yeah, I'm doing a little bit. I don't know. I don't think I'm any better yet. Um, but I feel better in the morning. You know, like you get some sleep and you feel better, and then yeah, by the end of the day again, it's straight back to ass soup and game over for me. Um, oh yeah, they'll yeah they'll still accept your memberships and stuff, but yeah, they won't pay you like they should. Um, yeah, and I guess if you had money coming to you, yeah, that gets canceled as well. Like, yeah, whatever. If you had made money that month and they monetize you at the end of the month or something like that, yeah, they don't pay out what they already owe you either. Scamazon does that to people. If you have a Scamazon affiliate account or something, and they decide you did something wrong, yeah, they'll you forfeit all your pay and everything. It's not like a job where like if you work half the week, 20 hours, you still get your whatever $600, whatever you're making an hour. Yeah, you lose all that as well. Oh yeah, yeah, man. The hantavirus round two. Get your face diapers out. Hell no, we're not playing that game. I rejected that thing the first time around, and yeah, I will not be caught wearing a face diaper. No way, no how. Not. It's just not happening. Ricky Bobby said hell no to hantavirus. Um, Nick Martino, good morning, my man. How you doing? I'm still sick as a dog, man, but I missed you guys too much. I didn't do my Friday night live and it's been wrecking my head ever since. So I'm like, sick or not, it's not like you guys are gonna catch it, unless you're one of those like weird people. Like if you're gonna catch whatever I got through the interwebs, you're probably not gonna like it here. Jean Pierre, welcome to the chat. Hello, good morning. Not sure what we did to deserve this. Yeah, yeah, it's actually it's over 60. Yeah, it's been kind of decent here in New Hampshire. Of course, now I'm sick. Well, no, we got rain most of the week. Yesterday was fairly nice weather for the day. Today's looking to be decent weather as well. My wife and I got the flu, and a couple of weeks ago it was rough. Just feeling better. Yeah. Mrs. B went to the doctor yesterday, and she's got like bronchitis and some other stuff going on. And so I just yeah, whatever I've got to go. I don't blame it on society or anything. Everything's like entirely that cat's fault. Like I just came down with a case of the shitty kitty cooties again. Man, that cat just ruins everything. Yeah, ad keeps popping up. I guess yeah, they're YouTube and their ads. Man, hey, speaking of ads, man, I guess GunTube, Pew Pew Tube is suffering quite a bit because people are just sick of that shill type content. And I think I reached that as well, where like everything's an infomercial. I'm glad. I don't know. I didn't go down that road, and I'm really glad I didn't. I mean, it's yeah. I guess it's more stuff to look at, but it's just stuff, man. It's not. It's meaningless gear, if that makes sense. But yeah, that's one of the things going around GunTube is yeah, they're tired of the shills. Like, everything's a commercial. Like, yeah, you want to see new stuff or whatever, but yeah, when something new drops, there's like 50 channels doing the new pew pew. I think that the same is true with a lot of stuff. If there's a new piece of tech that drops or something, like yeah, there's somebody, there's 50 channels, 100 channels doing something on the new drop, and knives are kind of the same way. Whenever there's a new drop for a knife, I mean, there's 100 channels putting out the same damn thing. It's more like it's become more like show and tell rather than somebody enjoying their hobby and sharing it. And I don't know, because I don't know. I can't stand YouTube lives where it feels like one long commercial. I know, right, Nick? Yeah. But wait, there's more. If you order now, um, yeah, best budget banger of 2026 for this, and they come out with a new one of those every week, every day. Yeah, there's and then even like I couldn't even like I couldn't get into like, the top five knives of 2026. The top five hunting knives, the top five bushcraft knives, the top five pocket EDC knives, all that stuff. I can never get into that because it's like, did you really try all the knives out there? No, I don't think so. I think those are the five that you have, and you want to like drop your affiliates, and that's another reason to do it is, like, oh, the top five of 2026 or something. I mean, like, if some guys like legitimately like, hey, this is my favorite knife, and you saw it throughout the year, that's different. But saying it's a top knife, how do you really know? Um, blah 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 blah. Yeah, yeah, but yeah, just click the affiliate link in the description below, right? I do that. I haven't. I don't really put anything in the description. I mean, I guess it would be better if I did. But yeah, I don't know. Links are just kind of like annoying. They have it one day and give you a long term review of it. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, and you know, if you've like I said, if you've got 365 knives, how much are you really carrying any of them? Yeah, I'm not talking about a guy's personal collection. You know, I'm talking about the YouTuber with 500 knives. And you know, like how do you really like? There's no real long term use on it. Yeah, slinging Chinesium. Yeah, the Chinesium. I mean, I guess there's nothing wrong with Chinesium if that's, you know, if you have no self respect. But oh, I didn't go there. No, I'm just, hey, whatever, do your own thing. I'm just here to, I don't know, cause a ruckus, I guess. Tony Gilbert, welcome to the chat. Good morning. How are you doing? It's yeah, yeah, man, sick as a cat, man. That cat ruins everything. Um, yeah, I do. I blame everything on that cat, which is great. I think it makes for a healthy relationship for Mrs. Bushcraft and I, because she's never getting upset. Like I'm not like it's all your fault. I never say that to her. I'm like doesn't matter what it is. She could get into a fender bender, and I'll be like, that's all that cat's fault. That cat ruins everything. Oh, did I miss somebody? Yeah, no, but judge me for only buying U.S. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, Clown World, right? Judge me for only buying U.S. knives. Um, yeah, yeah, but hey, man, everybody's rocking the Chinesium. Even what was that Bark River, man? Yeah, that just goes to show if Chinesium is so good, then why did everybody get so upset because they were, you know, mislabeling or relabeling their stuff? It's like, shouldn't that be a win? You know, like, oh, that's a nice benefit. Is you know, I bought a nice knife and come to find out, it's solid Chinesium. Like, come on now. Oh, finally, yeah, you finally got some rain, Nick. It's been raining like for weeks here. Now watch, next week we'll be in a drought. It'll spike up to 100 degrees or something crazy. Like there's all kinds of crazy weather going on. Oh, you're hearing that people are suspect of TCal now too? Is it based or is it just like people talking? Like did somebody get a what is, I don't know what it's called, a metallurgy meter or something, a metal meter? I don't know, man. Like a lot of hey, man, desperate times. People do desperate things. I wouldn't put past anything like past anybody for a buck now. It's getting rough, man. Like there tens of thousands of layoffs, you know, from the AI stuff going around, which I guess is going to backfire, but who knows? Um, yeah, probably not based on anything. Yeah, who knows? I don't know, man. I had people coming in here telling me my knives were Chinesium, and you guys know what I told them. Get the fuck out of here. And there's no Chinesium on my table. They're a little Japanese steel, but Japanese steel is good, man. Got some Swedish, some Granfors Brucks going as well. See, we celebrate diversity here. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Nick. Yeah, I don't know, but man, so what's the count now? It was Survive Knives. The guy at Survive Knives, yeah, he hosed a ton of knife peoples. And then Carnivora Knives. Yep, yep. They hosed a ton of peoples as well. There's a third guy in on that. I guess I don't know, man. He was like a meth head or something. I don't know. But yeah, there was a third company. I forget what it was. Kind of did the same thing as Carnivora. I mean, I suppose you could question every knife company. Oh, Jake Hoback. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the whole thing, Nick. I think that's part of like the communist takeover. Um, Yeah, that's part of it, no doubt about it. And here's why. Like one of the steps in their Marxist takeover is to just destroy everything that people have of value. Like have make people feel like they have no, and it's like that's what they've been doing. That's what the deal was with like Disney and Bud Light and Hollyweird. Like let's just corrupt everything that like anything that people hold of value traditionally. Let's just go in there and destroy it and make it possible. I bet you Dragon Country was selling those blades at a loss just so that they could corrupt another American company and have people lose faith in it. And it's tough. It's tough to maintain like a healthy faith in something that's just constantly corrupt. Like the knife company thing going on, like that. Just like yeah, that I bet you. I'm gonna give the benefit of the doubt to Tim over at TCal because I know he's of the Jarhead clan, and I'm gonna say he's legit. I don't think he would compromise himself for a little bit of profit. I'd like to think that. And that's what I'm going to stick with until somebody has like some absolute definitive proof. It's like when those people were going after Tactical Llama. Oh, you're buying subscribers. You're doing this. Like you're buying. It's like, okay, where's your receipts? Anybody got a copy of his bank statement saying he paid somebody? Do you work at the company? Do you have? There's no receipts whatsoever. It was zero based accusations. Just meant to do harm to the guy. Sent flowers for 30. Oh, Z, we appreciate it. How you doing? It all stems from jealousy. Yeah, I think a lot of it has to do with jealousy. Yeah, or like, yeah, if you can discredit more people, like that's going to consolidate things back to you. Like I guess whether it's a knife company or YouTube channels. Yeah, the more people out there, like it's a game changer. Yeah, I think there's a lot of jealousy that goes on, stuff like that. Or like anything else, like they just want to eliminate the competition. It's no different than like Burger King moving next door to McDonald's. Like that's going to be a game changer, and they're going to be at each other's throats about it. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's the whole thing. It's never all of them. It's definitely some of them. I think that goes true with everything in life. I know a lot of Yahoo dangerous skydivers. I would never recommend jumping with them as a tandem or anything. I just don't like their style. I don't like their the way they do things. But it's not all of them. It's just some of them. It's just that group of people that I just they have low standards or whatever. Oh, Miss B is she's probably sicker than me. Yeah, she's out of work for a few days and stuff. Um, but yeah, hey, she's still a trooper. She's still in the game. It's not so bad, When the missus is sick, it's just fine. She's more quiet. She's definitely not gonna like bother me. If she's sick in bed, then there's no nagging. um, yeah. Thanks, Nick. Appreciate it. Yeah. Man, yeah, it's definitely been whooping on me. But it is what it is. It's just like all things in life, it'll pass in due time. I got more sleep in the last week than I probably did in the last 2 months, it seems. Yeah, I went to bed like stupid early a whole bunch of nights, like 9:30. One night I went to bed at 8:30. So yeah, Mrs. B, she's like, it's nice. We spent a little quality time together, but yeah. So how's everybody's week, man? We missed out on Friday, so um, yeah. How's everybody doing out there? It's yeah. Yeah, zinc and magnesium, some vitamin C, man. I need some sun and get some of that vitamin D, right? Um, yeah, it's desert driven, living the dream, man. Absolutely. I can totally relate to that. I've done that much of my life. And that's man, it's great when you see somebody in there like, "Hey, how are you doing, man?" It's like, "I'm doing awesome. I'm living the dream." But you genuinely 110% mean it. That's life is going well. But yeah, we're getting there. We got the I think everybody here saw we got a gimbal and stuff like that. Now I got to get outdoors, man. It's either the weather or me just being sick now. But we're getting there. I'm just doing the YouTube thing. However it works out, it works out. Um, yeah, I kind of feel like I've made some good decisions in the past since I've been doing this. And I don't know. I think I might actually have been ahead of the curve with the hey, I'm tired of all of the shilling and everything's just a show and tell. It's a nonstop infomercial. Everything's about click the link in the description. So I just want to do it kind of like I guess old school YouTube, like some of the stuff I started watching, where it's more it's sharing of knowledge and stuff like that. Like I said, I'll never show you like 30 different knife brands on this channel. I'm just not that interested. But I'll go out and use my stuff, and then whatever knife works for you, whatever fits into your budget or your standards, and hey, rock on with your bad self. Whether it's some custom meteorite scaled $10,000 puku, or if it's the latest and greatest Chinesium super import for $10 at Wally World, like rock on with your bad self. So yeah, that's we're just gonna keep the channel going in that direction. I've got a whole bunch planned for this channel. It's just a matter of getting there, but it's a process. I figure at this point I'm roughly about a year and a half into it, and they say that your average channel has like a 10-year lifespan. And I talked to a couple other people that have some really decent sized channels, like up like a half a million subscribers or something. And I'm actually doing well for where I'm at and what I've done. So I can't complain at all. It'll work itself out as time goes on. I'm perfectly content with that. You got any of them fancy ones you don't use? Actually, man, I don't know. I was actually gonna sell my Spartan blades, but I don't know that I'm going to. Yeah, I've got some Spartan blades I'm gonna sell. Down the road, I wanna do some giveaways with Phobos. So when the channel's more productive, that's one of my plans. I think I would seriously enjoy outdoor content with your perspective. I trust your opinion. Thanks, Dana. I appreciate that. Yeah, I try to whenever I show anything or teach anything, like everything else, this is just how I do it. Is there's very little that's absolute that I do for the outdoor stuff. Parachute rigging, on the other hand, there's a whole bunch of absolutes and definites and places we don't give any tolerance to. But as far as the outdoor stuff goes, it's just something I've been doing my whole life, and I think we're short mentors in society now, and this is just a way of like showing how I do it my way. I would love to buy and own a knife you previously owned. Um, but geez, I've watched a lot of YouTube, and I just don't want to do repetitive content or something that people's already put out there. I've got a few really fun things planned. That I've watched a bunch of videos, and I'm like, come on, really? Like you guys, like I think one of my most dreaded videos that I've watched, I've probably watched a majority of the ones that are out there are on the ridge line. Just a simple ridge line, and the way they got to complicate the crap out of it, and they're just there's better ways of doing it. I think they're just making content, if that makes sense. Like, I get it. Everybody thinks they've got the latest and greatest breakthrough on how to do something the best way. But even I don't know. There's just so many things that I would change. Like one of the things they're all man, that damn bank line stuff, right? Like they're telling you like, oh, tie Prusix out of whatever number 24, number 36 bank line or something. But if you do that, you'll find it only lasts a few times. You tension it, the cordage wears out, and it breaks. Right, but you do need for that Prusik, if you're running your ridgeline on a 550 cord, you do need or it's definitely preferential to have a smaller diameter cord for your Prusik that's going to bite into the larger one, and that's where they get into the bank line. But hey, if you're not cheap, man, and you really just want to do it once, use Kevlar cord. Use Kevlar cord for the Prusik. You can buy it relatively inexpensive. Look into like kiting line, which is yeah, man, I love kiting. It's a good time. It's a little painful sometimes, but kiting is a good time. Um, but yeah, use kiting cord of the same diameter that you're using your bank line. It's usually just like around a millimeter, 1.18 or something. Use that, and that little prussick's gonna last you longer than the 550 cord, man. Because you're using, yeah, the Kevlar cord over the nylon tarred bank line stuff is just different. Yeah, um, people have this overwhelming need to always be right. Yeah, yeah, Nick, you're spot on. Yeah, people always there are people that always need to be right. Even if they're making a complete fool out of themselves, they absolutely positively have to be right. Their way is absolute, and there is no other way. And that's a sign of like low intelligence. Because once you do that, then you start to abstain from evolution, and that's how things evolve is by, there's not just one way. There's a new way out there. We haven't figured it out yet, but there's a new way, and the new way is going to be better and smoother and faster and more efficient. Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, there's always multiple ways to do something. Oh yeah, yeah, but BNA when they're on motorcycles and they're absolutely right. It's fun to be like when they lay one down. Yeah, it's fun to walk like skydivers, man. I was an absolute Richard Cranium sometimes when it came to the skydiving community, because it's there's tons of like the alpha male mentality there, and they have to be right, and they have to be the biggest and the best and the baddest and the whole nine yards. And when they're students and they got, like I call them, well, they're not really students anymore, like 100 jump wonders, low people with low jump numbers, low experience. And somehow they, like they've been doing it for like 8 weeks and they've got 45 jumps, and you're not going to tell them how to do it. Well, it's like, okay, man, well, I told you, and you're your own skydiver. You're right. You decide whether or not you exit the airplane. So go ahead and pack that trash up and get on the airplane. Well, man, there's been times where I've told people like this is what's going to happen if you keep packing your parachute like this. This is it's going to suck for you. And or if you keep trying these fancy landings at your skill level, like you're going to end up hurt. And they end up hurt. And it's a big to do when you see them land and they don't get back up. And you run out there, and once I confirm that it's a non-life threatening mortal wound or something, the first thing I say is, "I told you so." Like I got a pocket full of "I told you so's" for skydivers that know everything and end up with their tibula sticking out the side of their leg. I find great joy in it. I'll admit it. I'm like, hey, that's me being a real person here. Yeah, when I try to save your butt in skydiving and you break a leg, the only thing I got for you is a fresh new "I told you so." As an electrician at work, you have to convince me my way is not the best way. Yeah. Um, yeah, well, yeah, I don't know too much about electrical work. I was gonna be an electrician, no kidding. It was my first job when I got out of the army. But I was able to secure a job in skydiving, so I was like, yeah, man, shock therapy or jumping out of airplanes. I chose jumping out of airplanes. Oh, had to explain to a friend once that he doesn't determine what's cool to me. Yeah. That's gotta love peer pressure though, man. Peer pressure can be fun. But yeah, 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 you can't tell me what's cool and what's not. Like that's my own opinion, man. That's a total Gen X thing going on there. Um, did you say that skydiver who had hundreds of jumps under him and went up and was so worried about filming, he only noticed he forgot his parachute when he went to pull the cord? It's on YouTube. Yeah, yeah, Ken. That was in oh man, that was in 98 or 99 or something. Yeah, that man. Yeah, I'm sure it's on YouTube. Like somebody's making money off of that. Yeah, there's Travis Pastrana doing his shootless jump out of the United States because it's extremely illegal here. Um, Zoe the cat, good morning, good morning. How you doing? Welcome to the chat. Zoe's a channel member as well. Desert Driven, nobody in the live is deleting your comments. We saw that one. I don't Nobody's deleting your comments. No, YouTube might not be putting it through because you know how they are about certain things. Chaos Theory, good morning, brother. How you doing? Um, yeah. What's up, my rigger? Wouldn't you like to be a rigger too? Oh, rigger, please. Come on now, hook a rigger up. Um, Stow bands for everyone. Stow bands and power tools. Yeah, as long as the cat. Oh, I think the cat's on its last life. Honestly, he's that cat has no fight left in him at all. Like, yeah, I get to kick him out every night when I go to bed because he'll hang out in there with Mrs. Bushcraft. We got a special blanket, for the cat. And but lately, like I'll go in there and he's just like, all right, maybe he knows I'm sick or something. He's like, I'm not screwing with you. The cat just gets up and leaves the room. Well, which is like a few weeks ago, he'd just look at me and give me an attitude and hiss at me or something like I don't want to go. But yeah, past few days, he just gets up and leaves. So leave him alone. It's not that he's. It's. I don't think the cat's that old. I think it's that fat and lazy. I think that's what it is. The cat just, like whatever. I'm just gonna go eat more food. It's free. Did you show the wife that band that I found? Oh no, I don't. Yeah, get some vacation time coming up. I gotta plan something. Oh, what are you planning, Pat? Something fun? Hey, man, the weather's better. Have you been getting in the shop at all? Because this one time at Skydive Camp, what's everybody carrying today? I'm carrying the the Spyderco Sage 5 CF, man. Still rocking it every day. It's still cool in my book, and you can't tell me what's cool. Um, yeah, so hasn't made it in the pocket in a few days. I haven't done anything in a few days. Not gonna lie about that either. I've been man sick as a cat. It's just miserable because I imagine like being sick like a cat. It's just miserable. A cat's kind of like a rat with a furry tail. Um, yeah, Zoe, we all have our own truths. That's not my truth, I guess, right? Can we play that game? We all know you love that cat. Gerber strong arm because it does, man. Who is it? Oh yeah, dude got a Timu strong arm for $12. I wonder how well that thing's holding an edge. I ripped some poplar from the dead tree in the backyard. I have some nice figuring. Gonna be in this shop more now. It's nice. I'm feeling creative again. Yeah, the cold weather just sucks the life out of everybody. I agree. Yeah, it's hard to be creative while you're combating hypothermia. The two just don't go well. Wow, the Gerber isn't that's one of the most sold knives ever, isn't it? Or I don't know. Didn't they make like a Bear Grylls version or so? I watched some stuff on it the other day for the laughs. Um, I never knew there could be like knife tube stuff that's just absolute comedy. And yeah, it was basically like bashing the Bear Grylls thing. Still, I don't know why. I just kind of I find it like I don't know entertaining. So anybody see any of the Hollyweirds back at it again? We mentioned this last week. Like when was the last time Hollyweird came out with a movie that was absolutely great, that didn't suck, that wasn't woke, that wasn't trash? And the only one I could recall was Top Gun Maverick. And if there was something woke about it, I was too busy watching jets fly around to notice. So they did, and the fact they got Val Kilmer back in there and managed to put him in a role. And then he passed shortly after that. That was good that he got in that movie. I mean, like that's a classic, man. Top Gun. If you like aviation and all, Top Gun, Iron Eagle, all that stuff. Um, but yeah, now I want a chainsaw mill to cut up the rest of my logs. Can get one around two, 300. Yeah, they're worth it. B&A for sure. Yeah, and that's the thing. I'm not a big movie watcher either. If anything, I find more entertainment in watching them bash the wokeness of these modern movies. Like there's some YouTube channels, I don't know what they are. Um, but they point out that stuff and it's like, "Oh, I'm so sick of it." Like if there's another what's that girl's name? Ellen Page, right? Apparently this like 84-pound, 5'1" chick is going to be Achilles. Achilles, the legendary warrior, Greek mythology, Greek myth, Greek history, all that stuff. Yeah, man, man, I'm not even gonna watch the movie. I got all my entertainment out of watching them bash the movie for all the woke trash in the movie because yeah, that's why I don't watch movies. That's why I watch virtually no television at all. Yeah, I could watch Married with Children reruns it. Exact. Yeah, B&A Married with Children. Yeah, the greatest dad ever. Um, yeah, that's priceless. Not becoming Al Bundy. Yeah, you and me both, Pat. I went from like adventure guy to like now I'm like around the house guy or something. I don't know. Yeah, I used to spend 95% of my time outside. Now it seems to be the exact opposite. Like go outside to take the trash out, shovel the driveway, do stuff like that. Yeah, it's a bit of a game changer, and it's something I'm working on changing. But yeah, Al Bundy was legendary. Or what was the other one? Home Improvements. That wasn't too bad for a while. Yeah, Tim Allen, Home Improvements. The the Binford 3000, right? It's all about the power tools. I was stationed in San Diego in the 80s. I saw the first Blue Angel show in the FA-18 at Miramar. Oh, Dana, that's awesome. That is completely awesome. Yeah, the Blue Angels yeah, they're great. So along with the Thunderbirds as well. Um, yeah, that's some good stuff. Like I started going to air shows as a kid. My grandfather was Air Force, and he liked going to the air shows and taking pictures and stuff. So he always brought me along. And that's actually I was at a Civil Air Patrol. I was at an air show in Manchester, New Hampshire, before they turned it into the nasty airport that it is now. It used to be Grenier Airfield. It was like the Army Air Corps back in the 40s and stuff, 30s and 40s or whatever. But yeah, they had air shows there. My grandfather would take me around, get some cool pictures, would check out all the cool aircraft, and that's where I first was like introduced to the Civil Air Patrol. And that yeah, I got into the Civil Air Patrol like right away. And we would actually work. We had like a booth set up at the air show and would help people out. It was a cool little setup back in the day. I grew up next to an airport. Used to ride my bike to air shows. One year I got there late and rode my bike under a stealth bomber low speed pass. It was freaking epic. Yeah, definitely that's epic, Pat. Um, Amazon Prime has a home improvement channel I watch here and there. BNA, I think there's a Married with Children channel. Yeah, but yeah, air shows were great, man. But yeah, that was kind of like my introduction to aviation, and then it carried through until yeah 2020. But yeah, since I was like 12 years old or so, when I started Civil Air Patrol, um, yeah, like I was involved with aviation all the way up until 2020. So I probably had like over 30 years experience in aviation altogether. Yeah, I think a lot. Even the movies used to be better. Um, yeah, I think everything was like That's part of their plan. You know, that whole divide and conquer and deceit and destroy, and that's part of it. Is taking everything that a people hold as value, that people cherish as part of their traditions or heritage or culture or lifestyle, and they destroy it. And I think that like that's the major thing going on. Like everything is get. I mean, even boxing with the Jake Paul. Now we all know like most of those fights are just bought and paid for. Yeah, like I said earlier, the taking down of Budweiser, like just turning it into woke trash. Yeah, Hollywood used to make great movies, and it was cool, I guess. But yeah, it's all woke trash and Benito. Yeah, yeah. I don't know if they're worth the money anymore. I saw it this morning, man. It's up to like $93. The Silky Gomboy Outback edition. Um, Man, I like it, but honestly, man, I got mine like a while ago, and it was like $60. Now it's like $93. I like it. I love Silky sauce, but I'm even getting to the point with Silky. It's like I got enough of their stuff. I wouldn't spend any money on like gross like greedflation. Yeah, yeah, they remade Red Dawn. Yeah, they remake the movies that people enjoyed and just destroy them. You buy them for $4. Yeah, we'll chalk that up as a typo. Um, yeah, if you're getting, yeah, I don't think it's the same saw for $4. Like, yeah, you can get a sheetrock saw that. Um, yeah, I'm not sure about you. No, even a regular sheetrock sells for like $15. Well, yeah, yeah, you can use them as a pruning saw. Some people do. Depends on what size teeth they have. Um, yeah, I put them side by side with $30 saws, and they're very close for a fraction of the price. Oh yeah, sure. We totally trust you because you're a pro builder and you're making stuff that doesn't make any sense. And yeah, side by side doesn't get into the metallurgy of something. So yeah, it may look the same, but it's not the same. China's actually mastered that the copying and cloning of stuff. It looks like the real deal, but it's not the real deal. Yeah, pros use a utility knife. Yeah, I know people that have done stuff for 40 years, and they never did it right in 40 years. Just because you got 40 years of experience doesn't mean you got 40 years worth of knowledge. You can be doing it wrong for 40 years straight. My first drywall job, I was 12 years old. I'm 45 now. Man, I've never done drywall. Well, no, not real drywall. I did the man, that bazooka thing. Um, it kind of like it cheats when you do all the taping and mudding and everything, and then like you almost have to do no sanding. I can't do it like the pros do it. I can do it with the bazooka thing. No, B&A said hit the road. See you later, McLovin. We've had enough of your shite. I'm a pro mod. Yeah, B&A, we can vouch for that, man. I hate doing drywall, especially the no. That's man. I'm probably gonna get in trouble for saying this, but if there's drywall to be done, man, find yourself a French guy. Like French people are like amazing at drywall. They're just like half of them don't even have to sand. I'm also a builder, and you sir are full of shit. Yeah, and man, I hate it when that happens, but it's always fun. I can totally, man. I told you guys, man, the number of times that I've sat there and somebody told me their skydiving story, and I could tell the second sentence in that they were just full of shit. Um, I've gotten better at it because I used to be really bad about it. I'd call them out in front of everybody. I'd be like, man, you just straight up effing lying. Like you ain't never done none of that shit. Um, and Mrs. B has been there. Now I get up and walk away and I treat myself to a tasty beverage, and then yeah, I'm done with that. If I need a drywall guy, I can pick one up at the Home Depot. Hopefully that's coming to an end. Chaos. All the Home Depot. Man, I wish anybody see those videos where those guys were going around to the Home Depot. This was years ago. I think it's when the deporter in chief was in there. But they were picking up people at the Home Depot and telling them they had a job or something. They were bringing them to the immigration office there. They were telling them they had some landscaping or some roofing or whatever. And they'd pick up a bunch of illegals at the Home Depot thinking they were going to work, but instead they were bringing them to immigration. Oh man, we should do a compilation of that. Have some popcorn and stuff. Get the guy in Daisy Dukes with a cig hanging off his lip. Quarantine. Uh, I wasn't joking. I actually learned how to drywall when I was. Oh no, chaos! I believe you. Yeah, man. Yeah. So how are we doing on that? Wow. What could possibly go wrong, right? Um, Dum-dum-bum. Is Desert Driven still getting the boot, or you have to remember I'm in Florida. I can get a white guy at Home Depot too. Yeah, man, yeah. There's a lot of people in Florida. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't been to Florida since like the whole COVID thing, so I'm not sure. I know like a lot of people have told me it's changed a lot since 2020. But yeah, I have no clue. I think everything's changed a lot since 2020. Nothing is normal anymore. Everything's kind of in that broken category. Like yeah, all the Mr. Palad. What's wrong with you, man? Mr. Palad, what's your major malfunction, man? No, he got the navy blue angels on his channel and stuff. Like you're almost cool, but then you come across as I don't know. Yeah, Florida rednecks or something to behold. Yeah, Florida man is a one of a kind. The genuine ones. I'm not talking about the people that like migrated there since 2020. Like you know a genuine Florida dude when you meet a genuine Florida dude. They're usually if they're not they're always doing something crazy, out playing with swamp puppies and stuff. I don't like to brag when I go to expensive places, but that gas station. Yeah, no kidding, right? Yeah, how are the gas prices doing where everybody's at? And has anybody seen the 15% ethanol yet? Being a New Hampshire redneck in Florida is even crazier. Oh yeah, we don't have any weapons there. But whatever, Ricky Bobby. Oh hey, we're getting trolled again, guys. We're moving back up in the world. Yeah, what kind of special needs are you? Let's figure this out real quick. Michael Brogans. Oh, you joined May 14th, 2026, but you're not a troll, right? Yeah, and I wonder why you come in here saying stuff like that. Like, what's your major malfunction? Daddy never told you he was proud of you, mommy never gave you a hug? What's wrong with you, man? Or it, or whatever you want to be. Yeah, when I was down there, some weirdo climbed like 50 feet up a tree, high on drugs and naked. Yeah, they do that. They just do that randomly. DNA. um, at this point, I'm totally cool with us talking over their oil refineries. Yeah, yeah, man, totally. I think that wow, I think that America's gotten way too soft. I think that if we're going to be the world superpower, we got to start acting like it. Like, start being a world superpower again and stop being a bunch of like cucks for woke trash. Um, and find a way we can find these asshats that come on the lives, and let's start taking care of them. Yeah, yeah, just getting caught up on the comments here, guys. Yeah, you see what's funny about these leftist morons is that like their leftist like retarded president Obama, he deported like 8 million people. Where was all the outrage then? This is how stupid these people are. Like, I'm 110% convinced it's all that nose ring theory. They really are like they're mentally challenged, and I don't mean that in like a funny way. I mean that in like a legitimate, like, these people need to be like diagnosed. Yeah, they're just mentally not right in the head. Nothing about them makes sense. They are without a doubt the stupid people of society. And then they're going to say, well, was ICE doing the same thing? Is like, no, because the leftists weren't out there like causing it. So they create the problems, they create the drama, and then they act like, oh no, woe is like, I'm tired of this woke culture. Like, yeah, and that dude there, like, I have no doubt he's one of those knife tube punks that likes to come in here and try to harass me and do stuff like that because most of them are a bunch of leftist f-tards. They really are. Like, no, there's no beating around the bush. Like, check it out. They post their crap on Instagram. They post it on YouTube. They try to talk about it, but they rarely have any worthwhile talking points. It's all their truth or the way they perceive things, which is just delusional. Yeah. Okay, there, Michael Boggins. You're just, well, what's your real channel? We know that's an alt account, dude. What's your real channel, Mr. No Balls? Yeah, freedom of speech doesn't mean I have to sit here and listen to your bullshit, you idiot. Oh, Pat dropping truth bombs. Yeah, and that's the whole thing. Like, yeah, and that's me talking about America needs to stop being soft, and like, man, it's got, I don't know, got to be careful what you say here on YouTube, right? Because yeah, because they're always listening. But yeah, yeah, I'm tired of the morons and the ass hats and the like. They're just, most of them are just illiterate now. They are. They must be. Yeah, B&A is batting 1,000. Yeah, it is. Um, Good job, B&A. We're all proud of you, man, and I appreciate you. But yeah, you notice how they're incapable of civil discourse. Like, they can't have a logical, rational conversation, and they started. They know they're starting it. In fact, one of those leftist tards, I remember very discreetly, like bragging about how he knows how to agitate people and piss people off and push people's buttons and get them to react. And it's like, and you're proud of that. You are. You're proud of that, and that's what's wrong with you. Yeah, somebody that goes out with the intent of antagonizing people is, like that's what they do. They're a bunch of punks, and when you prove them wrong, then they just flip out. It's a lost cause. It really is. Um, I never would have guessed the libs align with the. Oh yeah, um, the left can't comprehend the rest of us and actually pro-American. Yeah, well, because yeah, they hate America, and that's part of the brainwashing. Yeah, like that's one of the reasons why certain people dislike me here on YouTube as well, is because I, for one, am sick and tired of this anti-American trash. Like, oh, there's no such thing as like or illegal people on stolen. Like, there's no stolen land, you moron. It was conquered. It was conquered by other peoples, and we purchase it. Yeah, like the Louisiana Purchase, like purchasing Alaska from Russia, like purchasing like most the top portion of Mexico. Yeah, that was all land trades and deals and bargains. But yeah, they're too stupid to understand that. Um, and if I know how to push your buttons, and yes, very proud of it. Yep, Mrs. B knows how to push my buttons, and that's why I am the master of the Dutch oven. I don't even have to be awake for that. Yeah, B&A does rock, man. I'm surprised. You know who's got a real itchy. I think the itchiest trigger finger of all is Cannon. Of course, he's not here, but yeah, Cannon even like was. Oh man, when he first started, he was taking people out with friendly fire. It's like, no, no, man, we know him. That was priceless. Cannon, man, freaking jarhead, so eager to get in the fight. He's just like friendly fire. We're like, you check fire, ceasefire, man. Like that's friendly fire. That's just unacceptable. Not enough coffee to come into John bitching. Trish, good morning. How you doing, sunshine? Just kick it back. Don't worry. Don't take it slow. Yeah, double caffeinated. Trish, how you doing this morning? We're you know us. We're just talking about stupid stuff. Not stupid stuff. We're just realistic stuff. I'm feeling a little Rush Limbaugh this morning or something. And in comes Cannon. Cannon, we were just talking about you, Mr. Trigger Happy. That's awesome. Hey, man, much respect to Cannon. We always appreciate you, brother. How's our little buddy Mojo doing? Mojo, the tactical corgi. Go figure. Someone tells Creedence Clearwater it's raining and the sun's partially out here. But yeah, Trish, how's your is it StreamYard you got? How's that working out? Oh, it worked, man. We were talking about people that are trigger happy. We were talking about your legendary friendly fire accident here, which I still love chuckling about. Um, but yeah, Cannon. Hey, man, did you get that job done? Um, yeah, I haven't got man. I've been bad about all the social medias lately. Yeah, I've been sick with Mrs. B, so it's kind of been brain rot. I got some catching up to do. Yeah, we did. We had a couple trolls in here, but we ran them off. Oh, who's that one we had a few weeks ago? That was what was his name? Troy. Troy. He's Troy. And yeah, I have no doubt we're still living rent free in his head. There'll be more trolls. Just wait. Don't worry, I slapped him right in the Pampers. I slapped him in the Pampers so hard I knocked his face diaper off. um, Yeah, I guess face diapers are making a comeback. I don't recommend them. I think they're pathetic. I'm highly against the face diaper, so Mrs. B won't be taking me out anymore if that trend starts up again. Um, yeah, that whole entire saw is still apart. We had to order bearings for it. It's a mess. That's what we call job security, though, Cannon. Right? If you can't get it fixed right away, like, hey, man, it's work for tomorrow. No, 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 no. I didn't get her sick. If she's sick from anybody, she got the shitty kitty cooties from her cat. That's what I caught. I caught a case of the shitty kitty cooties from the cat. That thing is beyond. Oh, I was in a live last night that they slammed into it. Oh yeah, yeah, Trish. It gets yeah, man. When the trolling gets man, yeah, we've had some crazy trolling sessions in here. Like I don't know, I don't know what they do. They all just get together like at the local loser meeting and be like, okay, let's go troll a channel tonight because our lives suck and we have small egos, very tiny, small, pathetic egos. And so let's go in there and just randomly be rude to people that are just having pleasant conversation for the most part. Although I do think I trigger them. I definitely trigger some of them. I know I do because I know there's some secret spies that'll listen in the background, and I'll say something and then I trigger them because they don't like they'll like I support ICE and the deportation of people that came here illegally. Yeah, I do, and that triggers them, and they're like, "Well, there's no such thing as illegal peoples on stolen lands." Yeah, shut up. Um, and that triggers like they don't like it that people are like, hold on, why does every other country get to have a border but we don't? For some reason, Western culture is being like overrun. Oh, lilacs, yeah, Mrs. B loves the lilacs. I think I'm not sure, probably because they're purple. It's simple like that though. No, when they get kicked out of their circle jerk contest, they get mad and start trolling on YouTube. Lost and happy. Good morning. Good morning. How are you doing, Lost and Happy channel member? Welcome to the chat. I'm yeah, I don't know, we're having a grand time this morning. We're talking about this, that, and the other thing. Life is grand and yeah, and we're pleasantly offending some people along the way. Freaking nice out here. Just had a Crayola calling over my head. It is, yeah. We got the sun coming out up here. I'm gonna have to go out and catch some sun rays. Not like Florida level sun, but like normal level sun. Um, but oh boy, what would Ricky Bobby do in this situation? So yeah, hey, there's some fresh faces in here. The movie coming out from this Nolan guy. He made some other movies that were supposedly good, but he's coming out with this Odyssey thing that it's like they worked hard for that level of woke trash. The Marxists got into the school. They did, man. I think no offending retards, no. Yeah, everybody be nice to Cannon this morning. He doesn't he doesn't want to be offended this morning. Yeah. It's we're drinking coffee and pissing in somebody's Cheerios. Um Patty has some nice folders. Anyone catch their yeah, Patty's got some really nice folding knives. And she's got a few fixed blades as well. She's got a collection going on. It's her real collection too. It's not an affiliate link, I promise, I swear. It's legitimately hers, which I thoroughly enjoy Trisha's channel for that. Right, Trish, John's your number one fan. Cannon shopping in lot darts. Oh boy. I don't think I'm getting all the text messages because Canon shopping and sharpening lawn darts. Trish, nothing but the best for you, sweetie. Absolutely. um, hey, I'm a crap. Oh yeah, yeah. Ken, we still got your crayons, brother. Um, yeah, one of them's falling apart though, man. It keeps sliding out of the paper. Do you need the paper on it too? Does it taste better with or without the paper? Purple, purple, purple. Oh, damn! My phone died. What? Oh, Desert, I don't know, man. I don't think you missed too much. We're we're training Cannon to behave. You get your crayons only if you behave, buddy. Um, I think we're trying to offend some of those offensive people. I keep trying to talk about that show, The Odyssey, because it's just where it's. Oh man, that thing's bugging me. Like it's like $250 million to make some woke trash stuff. So that oh, what's her Ellen Page, right? Who's a girl. Last, like, as far as we know, sort of. I don't know. It's one of those awkward situations, but apparently, like, some 5'1", like 94 pound chick is going to be Achilles, and she's like, "Have you gone that stupid?" And they're doing the race swapping stuff with this. Like, yeah, Helen of Troy is no longer Helen of Troy. Now it's Helen of Detroit. Um, yeah, they're just, and that's all thing. I think they're like making it so it's offensive to people, and either people speak up about it and they point their finger at you and call you a name, or people just cave to the wokeness and they just continue to submit to the BS. But me on the other hand, I'm definitely gonna laugh at it. It's just like I won't. I've already gotten my entertainment value out of the YouTubers. Thank you, YouTubers out there that are doing your videos and telling it how it really is with this woke trash shit. Yeah, because a lot of people, it's just make it make sense. It's one of those deals where there's only one people on this planet right now that it's okay to bash, and I think we're getting sick of it. I for one, I'm sick of it. I'm tired of that trash. Um, it's Helen of the Congo, exactly. Then that's what we got to do, Trish. You just got to tell it like it is. Like, hey, like it's my First Amendment right to speak up, even though I think we give up half of those First Amendment rights with the terms of service on these social media platforms. They love to control everything we say. Um, but yeah, it's just yeah, and then I'm going to the yeah. So but it's funny watching everybody hash it out. It really is, and I just everybody here knows. I have no problems with legal immigration. I think it's a great thing. I've met a lot of people in my life that have immigrated here and are like more than a pleasure and an asset to the country. And they're quite frankly, I think some of them are more proud to be Americans than some of the Americans are nowadays. So, and I'm 110% okay with that. It's this illegal trash buying votes with taxpayers' money kind of trash crap that I don't like. It keeps wages down, so it affects all Americans. It causes rental prices to increase, so there's no real benefit to it. Most of them are a net deficit, like especially let's pick on the Somalians because they deserve it, right? The average Somalian that immigrates here is a net deficit of $1.1 million, according to what these people are saying. So they cost the American taxpayer, and that's not even including what they steal. The leering centers and stuff. Wow, don't get me going on that stuff. Um, yeah, it's insane. Oh yeah, Cannon, I wasn't specifically talking about you, but you were wrapped up into that category and then some, brother. Yeah, yeah, Cannon. Oh, I can't help laugh when he talks about it. Yeah, 'cause no, yeah, Cannon's a spitting example of somebody. Cannon immigrated here from the Philippines when he was just knee high to a grasshopper, and he grew up as an American, and his parents raised him as an American. They respect America. He served America in the United States Marine Corps, so he's not the sharpest tool in the shed, but he's the one that always works. But Yeah, yeah. Now he works. He owns land. He has family. He's raising it like he's 110% American, and he's proud to say he's an American. You know, which which is awesome. Like you got to appreciate that. We had other like man growing up. So even going back to like the 70s and 80s and stuff, we had some friends of the family that immigrated here, and they worked hard, and their kids went to school and got educated, and they all learned how to speak English, and they own businesses, and they do well, and they positively contribute to society, and so it's been around like for a long time, like my entire life. I definitely appreciate people that immigrate here, and they're they have a positive impact on society, and that some people share their culture and whatever. It's the people that immigrate here, because they want a better life, but they want to bring that same trash that they left here. Like the Somali, like, oh, Islam in general, right? Because, oh, it's all tyrannical, Sharia law, all this, we got to flee, whatever. There's like 57 Islamic countries, and they come here. And it's like, well, you're not going to push your Sharia law on us. They want to replace our constitution with their Sharia law. Yeah, they earn their respect just somehow. Yeah, DeWalt is always going to be a superior power to lead up. I said what I said. Desert German, I don't know, man. I think Milwaukee's better, but I'm just gonna. Somebody's got to harass you. Like that's all. We like to sometimes agree to disagree here. Like where's Gons? Because he rocks the pocket Chinesium, and we're okay with it. We still, he's still part of the crew. Um, I just know never to borrow a knife from him. It's not going to do the job. But you, Cannon is an absolute badass. I'm proud to know it. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I guess maybe I'm just American and I want to see America have like a better future. Like you can't say make America great again because everybody's like, no, you're a part of that cult. And if you say something else, you're a part of that cult. But man, I just want to see like America happy again, like healthy, happy, like people working towards things. It's great. Milwaukee used to be trash back in the day. Oh yeah, yeah, no doubt, Desert. It used to, yeah, Milwaukee used to suck until I started using it. And then all the cool kids were like, "Hey, man, we can be cool like him too." So thus, that's how Milwaukee became great. Desert, yeah, and Makita. Oh, I remember when Makita was. I don't know. I've never really bought a whole bunch of power tools. Yeah, carpenters prefer DeWalt. Electricians and plumbers like Milwaukee. Oh, so okay. I'm not going to say that because that'd be a horrible thing to say. But I think what Pat's trying to say is, yeah, people with degrees like Milwaukee, like smart, educated people like Milwaukee. That's what he's trying to say. No, I have no clue. I really don't know. I'm just talking shit, guys. I stick with DeWalt because it has always been a top tier tool. Man, I was using DeWalt years ago for something, and I guess they were having a problem at the time. It was like a standard drill, like your battery drill. Wow, I'm not a tool guy, am I? And but they have clutches in them, man, and the clutch stripped out on the drill like in like a stupid amount of use, like homeowner use. And then and it was great because they warranted it and they exchanged it. It was no big deal. And when we're talking like 2 weeks later, man, the clutch blew out on the second one. And then at that point, I was like, you know what? I'll just take my money back and get a different one. But I guess DeWalt for a while had a bad batch of clutches, and that's what was making their drill turd soup. Um, Free cheap job. I buy Harbor Freight. Cass, I got to do the valves on my GSXR 750 before I go to track. The media picked a side. We need to find a way to fix that. Yeah, the media thing, man. You're talking like mainstream media and stuff, and they're now finding it. A lot of it's on YouTube as well. Like a lot of these ass clowns, these big YouTubers that are like preaching this, preaching that, they're on somebody's payroll. Like yeah, they're getting paid from this guy or that guy to have an opinion. Um, it's kind of like the same people with the gear. Like they have a good opinion of the gear because they're getting a 7% kickback. If you click the affiliate link in the description below, and I think that once you start doing so, it definitely changes your opinion to some degree. If it's a new thing, then yeah, I think you kind of like, yeah, you're shilling, you got bought out. But if it's like an old thing, and I don't know, I guess you got to make some money to like just keep up with YouTube. If you're gonna like pursue a channel, so you can't work at a net deficit forever unless you're just filthy rich, and then you're probably just not doing YouTube. Um, yeah, throttle is. Yeah, Pat, you got to be excited. I'm surprised you're not out riding today. Like it's nice enough to ride today. If my bike wasn't broken, I'd be out riding today. Absolutely, I would have been out riding yesterday, man. Especially with a motor, because then it doesn't matter if you're sick. But if you're congested, man, if you're slightly congested, like pedaling up a hill sucks. Like you're not getting all the oxygen, and that's what we call a suck fest. Just remember, you don't have a time. Oh, BNA is more proof that the internet listens to us. Because I end up talking to BNA all the time about the motorcycles and what's it called, the Moto G whatever, Isle of Man TT or something. But then the YouTube starts throwing that stuff in my algorithm. And I didn't search for it. I just talked about it like on my phone or something. Here's the thing: an affiliate link or discount code should not alter your honest opinion in the product. If I had either, I would still say what I feel. Yeah, well, and that's the way it should be, Trish. Without a doubt, it shouldn't. And I think that um yeah, like honest reviews are honest reviews. It's these guys that like every single day they bust out the best pocket banger of the year. And they do that 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Every day it's a new, oh, look at this one. I got this is super deluxe extreme Chinesium. Or, this is the Chinesium special of the week. And click the affiliate. Like, yeah, like, I don't know. It depends. Yeah, it depends on your perspective on things. I agree. Like, whether or not you have an affiliate link, like, really shouldn't change your opinion. But I think it's changed the way that YouTube functions. Because who in their right mind has like that many freaking knives or that many pew pews, Like I get it, there's collectors out there, the whole 9 yards, whatever, but it's just there's too many people shilling. They're not really standing behind that product like I've used this is a good product, this is why I recommend it. They're just, man, it's just, yeah, they're bending over for every knife company on the planet and smiling while they're doing it. That's the problem. When you're in a live chat and somebody says, "Hey, what was that knife you had last week? Like, what was the name of that? I want to get it." And the answer is I can't remember. I go through 300 knives a year. I can't remember what they are. And the dude replied back like 300 knives and not one of them worth remembering. Like that's the kind of stuff. It's like just QVC slop is what it is. Like really it like even this knife here, the Spyderco Stage 5, right? This is perfect for me. It absolutely works great. Is there a better knife out there? Yeah, of course there is. There's one with a different steel that somebody else is going to prefer. There's one with like meteorite scales, which would be awesome, and somebody's going to say that's a ridiculous knife. Like here's this Ozark trail knife for $10. Um, that's the kind of shilling we're talking about. Like somebody pushing that Ozark trail knife. Why? What? Walmart doesn't make enough money. Like, come on, why are you shilling for Walmart? Ozark Trail, most 99.9% of their stuff is 100% pure shite. And I'll tell you why people started pushing that thing was the affiliate link in the description. Not just that, but there was a couple people that got lucky and got millions of views off a $10 knife. Like that's a pretty good investment if you're looking at it from that perspective. I got a $10 knife and made a few $1,000s off a few million views on YouTube. When but is that what they're going to loyally put in their pocket and nothing else? for the next couple of years, whatever, until the next great Ozark Trail, Ozark Failed Pocket Trash comes out. Um, Ozark Trail is better than Benchmade Bug Out, and that's the whole thing. And under what means? Um, the fact that China was able to virtually copy it and sell it in inferior materials for $10. Like, see, and what happened is what people a lot of what people fail to recognize is the entire cost of getting there. Um, I've used the Ozark Trail knife for a pry bar. It didn't work. Um, yeah, I'm not chilling for anybody either. Um, but yeah, anyhow, so to continue where I was, a lot of people fail to recognize like the R&D, the research and development, the prototyping, the testing, all the stuff that comes into the cost. And I do think Benchmade is way the hell overpriced. I'm not defending Benchmade in any way. This isn't in general like my experience in life. Like when we make a wingsuit, we have to like make the modifications to change the flight characteristics of the previous one to try to improve it, and that requires a huge expense. So there's the R&D, there's the prototyping, there's the machining or milling, tooling for making stuff. That all comes into the expense of the process of making something. Where China just like takes a picture and makes a copy. So they that's one of the reasons why like Chinese trash is so damn cheap, is because they're just making a cheap knockoff of something that somebody's already done. Like somebody loosened the jar already, and they're just yeah. I agree. I won't be owning a bug out anytime soon on any level. I don't think a bug out is worth the money. I think they've gone from one extreme to the other. Yeah, the bug out's a chintzy piece of knife for what you're paying. It's definitely overpriced. There's the butterfly tax there and then some. And on the opposite end, you've got the Ozark fail, which is if you watch a lot of the videos, a lot of them have like burnt edges and stuff. They just start chipping away. And it's a knockoff. It's a clone. It's somebody else stealing somebody else's work, which I think is one of the most despicable things that people can do. Like I have no value. I put no worth on people that just make a living stealing other people's stuff. Whether it's personal stuff, whether it's intellectual property, any of that stuff, like the cloning, all that stuff that goes on. I'm not a fan of it. Yeah, Benchmade should be boycotted, but the fanboys are too busy glazing. Exactly. I've also heard Benchmade is anti. Yeah, yeah. Where the place where Benchmade is at. Yeah, they cut a whole bunch of pew pews in half. Yeah, the local PD was doing one of those cash for guns things, like no questions asked. You bring it in, they give you like $200. They take the firearm off the street. They're happy, and they were trying to figure out how they were going to dispose of them. And your local PD doesn't have the means to do that, so they contacted Benchmade because they figured Benchmade would have the tools, the machinery to do it, and they did. So, Benchmade offered their tools, and they sat there like cutting firearms in half for days. China steals technology. Opening China was a mistake made purely for greed. Oh yeah, yeah. China steals everything. In fact, I've talked to a few people that like they're like, if you're gonna send something to China to be produced, just count on them competing with you. Like whatever machining, whatever tooling they have to do to make what it is you're paying them to make. Like if say it's a knife, right, and you paid like China for 1,000 knives, and they produce those 1,000 knives, they'll just keep running them off, and make 10,000 more, but they'll change the materials and stuff so it's cheaper. Yeah, I got a bug out in aluminum and a stormtrooper mini bug out. I love them, and that's the whole thing, Cannon. We don't. It's man, to each their own. That's what I tell everybody. Like some people tell me my knives are grossly overpriced. I can get the Ozark Trail version of that for $40. And it's like, all right, well then go do it. I don't care. I'm not the one relying on that knife. You are. That's your problem, not mine. I know what I'm going to buy. Like I do my own research and do my own critical thinking and decide like, what's the best tool or back whatever. What's the best product for the price, budget, and intended use. And it's not frugal if you got to buy the thing all the time. Um, I have lawnmower blades and angle grinder. I'll just Chaos going to be whipping out swords pretty soon. Yeah, same with the phone scammers. They're above the law too. See, well, I like the way it works. Like, I understand how patents work and everything like that. The thing is patents only work in that country. So, like, even if you patent something in the United States and you send it to China for production, they don't care about U.S. patents. They're China, not the United States. They just make it anyhow. The really despicable part, and this is how we know that the people upstairs, the Epstein class, are 110% against us, is that they allow it to be imported into this country. They're not like, hey, no, there's somebody in this country with a patent on that. You are, you did the manufacturing production of it, but now you stole it and you're saying no, they'll let them ship it here. That's the really. So yeah, there's no point in applying for a patent. They don't do anything anymore. It's all going to get made in China anyhow, and then they're going to knock off your product. Yeah, when you get a phone scammer, I just keep telling them that this take is. Oh, when I get a phone scammer, oh, it's fun time. Anybody remember the Jerky Boys? But if I don't get my truck inspected, be damn sure I'm getting a ticket. Yeah, same. P&A, I thought you knew I was a benchmate. Yeah, Cannon. But B&A, I thought you knew I was a benchmade bitch. It's like, no, Cannon, I do. I remember. Piss clams. Jerky boys were great. That's what I do, and I do some jerky boy level trolling when they try selling me something, scamming me something over the phone. I don't care what it is. In my live yesterday, people kept telling me that the FTC needs to be contacted, like they would do anything. Oh yeah, no, they're not going to do anything. Yeah, it's the system's so corrupt now. Like, oh man, I don't even know how to put it anymore. Who was it? Who was it that was saying? Oh, what's her name? Pam Bondi, right? If all the truth were to come out about the Epstein files, it would basically destroy society as we knew it, as we know it. So I'm like, do it then, do it. If it's that broken, that stuff is that twisted and deranged, that like if the truth is going to reset society, then that's what we need. Like, and the truth shall set you free. FTC, yeah, okay. Yeah, just getting caught up on the comments, guys. Patty Mystery. Yeah, I probably have about $8,000 in Benchmade. But that's the whole thing, Canon. Like what everybody wants to do with their own. Like, hey man, you do you. Like that's kind of like what I've tried to promote on this channel. Like I don't know, man. There's just like I can't I think it's absolutely stupid to spend your money on skydiving, but I made a living off of it for my pretty much my entire adult life. Um, there's no real purpose for it on a civilian level. Um, Speaking of which, another idiot base jumper did did a wingsuit jump. Where the hell was it? His landing sucked. He's not here anymore. That was like last week or something. Stupid base jumpers. Um, Damn it, Trish! I would have loved to be there for that. Oh yeah, little all come tumbling down, release it all, let them all know. I got a guy on the roof with the damn hot mop. Kenny, did you check out that shotgun? B&A was a hard to hit conversation. Yeah, Trish, sometimes it's tough being on this end of it, huh? Like, yeah, I don't know, man. So, like, I don't know. You start to notice certain patterns with things. Like, there's a certain group of people that like to come in here and troll, and they'll always start the conversation with, "Oh, those are some weapons there, huh?" And you're like, "Come on, dude, it's not like that." you know and then they'll just keep push, and then when you give them a little bit back, then that's when they freak out. They did that earlier. Um and but but the pattern recognition, it's not all of them, but it's some of them, and the pattern recognition is definitely there. Just with the way, like, people are so set in their ways, like mental thought process and everything, they probably don't realize how obvious it is they when they come in here and do the same repetitive crap. Trevor Thomas, what's happening? Had to pull out of the garage and take a leak. So everyone, should I rock the battery or air for? Oh, you're gonna want both. I don't know. An impact wrench? I would say air, right? If you got a good compressor, I'd go with air. It was hard for sure. Fired me up, as my opinion is quit stealing and work for it. Oh, I agree, Trish. I've had stuff stolen from me in life, like intellectual property, whether it was certain designs on jumpsuits or wingsuits or different parachute riser concepts. Um, for doing crew like canopy relative work, there's a different riser setup, and the parachutes are set up differently for different things. And throughout the evolution process, you develop stuff, and I've had it stolen from me, and it's happened to me right here on YouTube. And then people were like, "It like I did something wrong," but yet that person is still like Mr. Happy Happy Go Go in that community, and somehow I became the bad guy. Go figure. And that's just how the world works sometimes. Life just isn't fair all the time. I feel bad for those people that do that stuff, because it's like it says a lot about you as a person, like your self-esteem, your inability to be creative, your inability to create something, and your willingness to just screw somebody else over. But karma has a tendency of going full way around. I've noticed that for sure. I'm the most dangerous weapon in here. Yeah, Cannon, you probably are, man. Oh boy, something is happening. 6 police cars speeding up the road with their lights on. This is bushcraft. I'm probably getting swatted. Oh, lights on but sirens off. They're going to a domestic call, aren't they? Isn't that how that usually works? Sneaky, sneaky. Oh yeah, whenever there's I don't know if it's the shiny lights or what, but whenever something's going on, Mrs. B is always like, "What's going on?" Like, you can tell she watches a Who's Done It show, because if there's something going on outside, she's like, "Oh no, the cruisers went by." Miss B, they're probably heading towards Yeah, but chaos, not six of them. They're probably looking for me. And they're probably oh, you hurt somebody's feelings. You was talking about Ellen Page and it wasn't nice. Whatever, McLovin. Um, Someone breaks in me. I'd leave if I were you. That's why I have a cannon. I mean, the person, not the gun. Um, Trish thinks it's a drug bust. Do you think? I don't know. It's either a drug bust. Yeah, it could be a drug bust, or I think it's like a domestic. Usually a drug bust, they stage closer by. Like they'll all meet up like a block away and then just roll around the corner all sneaky, sneaky or something. They heard what we're. That wouldn't surprise me, Dana. Yeah, they're listening to us talking about like, oh, he doesn't like the new woke movies. He's all upset about. I'm not upset about it. I'm just like I said. I just find my entertainment at a different level now. Like, um, Trish, are you a who's done it woman as well? It's okay. Be honest. I don't know why, but I could picture Trish watching those movies. It's not a movies. It's a television series or something. They should have been. Who knows? Yeah, drug bust is usually a bunch of minivans with a really dark windows. Yeah, Murder She Wrote. And that makes more sense now that I'm older. And yeah, more Murder She Wrote. Like, cause she did. Like, I don't know why women are fascinated with that stuff. Like, there's a massive amount of women that watch that they're in the Who's Done It category. Like, they know, and it's like I watch like 2 minutes of one. I'll be like, yeah, the cheerleaders did it. Oh yeah, yeah, that's what we were talking about. Yeah, Mrs. B watches all those shows, the Who's Done It shows. The oh, what? Yeah, I don't even know what they are. CSI or something. NCSI. They got a whole bunch of different spin-offs, and I sure am. And I lived it. Paid my dues. Don't judge me. Oh no, Trish, we're not judging. I'm just curious. Just oh, what's it called? Women are morbid as fuck. Yeah, secret squirrel like stuff. Mainly off grid. What's happening? Welcome to the chat. How you doing, my man? Yeah, Dana, did you see Brandon's last video where he's the AK-50? Yeah, I think women watch that stuff because they secretly want to get rid of us. And they're like, if they watch enough of it and they can take enough notes, they can get rid of us. My wife is into serial killers. I'm a little scared. Dana, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Yeah, Mrs. Bushcraft, she's watched everything. I swear she's watched it all. All the different serial killers, all the who's the investigators. Now the Walking Dead, I've watched part of that. That gets pretty entertaining. Um yeah, The Walking Dead, that I can relate to that. Because for years I cycled the Eastern Seaboard, right? And instead of having, like they had the different little towns and stuff, um, and like they're spread out and they could go from one to the other. Well, when I was cycling the Eastern Seaboard, that was like different drop zones. I could stop at, and it was like salvation. I could charge my batteries, get some food, stock up for the next run. Yeah, and you know who else? And this is another reason why I absolutely love Phobos knives. Um, the owner of Phobos Knives also enjoys The Walking Dead. It's one of his all time favorite shows. So how cool is that, right? Like we, it's kind of interesting. Like Eric and I are like our primary jobs in life were completely different, although somewhat similar. But as far as like outside of occupation, we had a lot of the same interests. It's really cool talking to the dude. Yeah, he's into The Walking Dead and mountain biking, and it's like, wow, so am I. I've watched quite a bit of The Walking Dead. It's a lot of it's pretty. Some of it's just like, come on, really. Um, but I'm praying they do a third season of the Lioness. Holy crap, that was a. See, I usually like the historical movies and shows. Like I like Vikings. Not a fan of the Netflix woke version that came out, the Vikings Valhalla. That spinoff or whatever. Wasn't a fan. Like I just don't like the woke trash. No offense to anybody out here, but I don't think the King of Norway at any point was ever a black woman. I'm just saying. I'm just the history doesn't really support that theory at all. But modern wokeism does. And what's man? What? There's another show. Uh, King Utrid. Been watching Tom and Jerry with my 4-year-old. Trevor, on this one, yeah, it lightens weight. It does everything you said. It lightens up the weight some. It also you can take the scales off with just a Torx T25 there, and yeah, you could do a little spear with it. So it's good for lacing it to a spear type setup. My wife is off to work, but I just told her she is kindred spirits here. Oh, what did I stopped watching after they killed the Asian guy. Oh yeah. Lost and Happy. Yeah, Mrs. Bushcraft. She was disappointed about that part too. That was one of the shockers to The Walking Dead, though. It seemed like every single show they were taking out one of the main characters. Like usually that doesn't happen. And then characters that were supposed to be like in the long haul of it, like Carl. Carl was they took him out for one reason or another, but that wasn't part of the original. Oh, it's such a good show, isn't it? Yeah, it still blows my mind that Tom and Jerry came out in the 40s. Like, what? How? Oh yeah, Tom and Jerry, man, that's some classic stuff. My grandmother was a huge Looney Tunes cartoon fan as well. Um, Sometimes I go back and watch Fringe. Hey, did anybody hear about the IED they found on a dam filled with drinking water in Arkansas or Georgia? Yeah, Cannon, I heard about that. Yeah, but nothing to see here. Move along. Oh wow. Oh, I'm taking a whooping. What could possibly go wrong? Yeah, Cannon. I definitely heard about. Can't remember all the details on it, but yeah, I definitely remember. That was just like the past few days, right? Where's the other button? Um, yeah, Looney Tunes and its racist disclaimer are funny. Yeah, back when I used to watch it, there was no disclaimers on there. It was just like, well, society's just one big warning now. Wow. Yeah, there's been people getting run over cuz we got to stop the assault automobile. Too many people are getting taken out every year, and so we have to ban the assault automobile cuz there's just too many crazy people running people over with their crazy automobiles. Does anybody know what state that was in? Oh no, I can't remember, Cannon. Yeah, like I'd have to look it up. I'm gonna probably regret this, but Cool Ranch Doritos, here I come. Trevor, they're good, man. Cool Ranch Doritos aren't all that bad. I've actually had them. I don't really eat them much, but I'm trying to make it through. Bugs Bunny, one little, two little, three little. I do I do bring up Tom and Jerry every once in a while, Mrs. B though, because I'm like, you remember that time when they had the piano and they dropped it on the cat and everybody was happy and laughed about it. I feel warm and fuzzy about that now. Yeah, I saw that damn thing. No, but I do. Man, Texas, you guys got all the Islams going there, man. Like for some reason they think like Texas is going to be the next world capital for the Islams. So I know that's a big problem in Texas. Oh, who did was it no, not Sean what's his name? Sean something. He's the MMA guy. But yeah, he was talking about that stuff recently about, like um oh, desert driven. I think it's happening all over Texas. It's one of those things they're quiet about it, because when they're the the small numbers, and then once they get to the big numbers and they take majority, then they start getting loud about everything. Offended by a cartoon. Yeah, Cannon. It was in Converse Reservoir Dam, Alabama. As an Iowan, if there was a sorry guys, this cold's kicking my butt, man. Yeah, well, I guess I'll just have to be the minority that defends my state, my country. Yeah, that man. I honestly, I think that's what it's coming to. Yeah, California, they got man. Yeah, that's messed up. They gotta change a lot out that way. May God bless Texas. Absolutely. Yeah, I think. Yeah, the whole United States needs it. Oh wow. Yeah, catching my breath there, guys. Taking a whooping. It's all that cat's fault too. It's the shitty kitty cooties, man. Stay away from cats. Save yourselves. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Sean Strickland. That's it. Yeah, Sean Strickland was going off about like it doesn't make any sense. We have all these people come. They're not coming here to assimilate. And Islam is man. They're very direct about it. They're very like they're taking the guesswork out of it. They're telling us straight up they're going to replace our constitution with Sharia law and everything. And yet they keep letting these idiots come in here. Like, how stupid are they? That crap won't happen as long as I'm in Texas. Yeah, I gotta not say anything, but you can imagine what I'm thinking. I'm totally agreeing with Kanan. Um, and yeah, man, I would be an ammo bearer. Yeah, yeah, or something, something. Keep it up, Mister B. I have a friend giving away pure black kittens. Hey, Seagull guy, what's happening? I wonder, is that a hobby of yours? Is seagulling a thing? Yeah, that's just odd. Okay, try me. I'm cutting a roof in a 308 and upset. Oh, that's like the L.A. riots when all the Koreans went up on the rooftops of the businesses. Oh, Solid Snake. I just changed the name. All right, I got you, man. Yeah, but they're pretty dumb if they think we can't turn Iran into a glass museum. Yeah, they need to, man. We need to like do whatever it is we did during like Desert Storm and Desert Shield, where we went in, we opened up an entire case of whoop ass, got the job done, and got out. Like whatever it is, whoever whatever was going on then is they need to do that now. Dave James, what's happening? How stupid are we for voting for these idiots? Bring back tarring and feathering. Yeah, well, I don't think we vote for them anymore. I think a lot of yeah, I think it's all corrupt. Um, Dave, I am not just threatening Mr. B. Yeah, and some of these non-Americans that are getting voted in, like what's the guy's name? The New York City mayor, Moron Dami or something. That yeah, Moron Dami. That's just a matter of they get a bunch of their people in an area where they can vote. They don't have jobs. They live off the system, so they can go vote. Meanwhile, all the working class Americans are at work. They don't really get as much time to vote. Um, and yeah, they just yeah. It's that's why they're pushing for this. You don't need an ID to vote and stuff. How stupid is that? You need an ID for absolutely everything, unless you're going to vote for who's running our country or cities and stuff. And then usually black cats are nice. Yeah, yeah, B&A. I'll admit I liked life before politics too, and I think that's part of our problem. He's like, yeah, the entire time I worked in skydiving, I never got involved with anything. And I think that's part of how, like, yeah, I was busy and yeah, things just get away. I don't know. I could be wrong, whatever. But I'm not cut out for it. Yeah, I agree, B&A. I'm just, yeah, I don't think I'm cut out for the overall, the nitty gritty of it. I'd rather like walk away from it as well myself. I don't know. It's just it's weird, Like you see all this stuff happening and not nobody's doing anything about it, and then you're like, how is this happening? It's like, well, because there's nobody doing nothing about it, and it's having a negative effect, like I on everything. It really is. Like that's I don't know how else to put it. Yeah, someone said they should also drug test you before you can vote. I agree with that. Oh, I do too. And if you're on any time, I also agree. Like if you're on any kind of public assistance, you shouldn't get to vote either, because there's a certain party that's what they run off of. So yeah, if you're getting Section 8 and EBT and all this other stuff, of course it's gonna like I don't know. Oh yeah, yeah, drug test before they hand out benefits. They should also get to scrutinize their accounts and everything. Like, how is it somebody on who's collecting EBT and stuff because they can't afford anything, or driving like a Cadillac Escalade, or, got a brand new Beamer in the driveway, but you can't afford your groceries. Indivisible, liberty and justice for all. It seems like a lie. We're pretty divisible, obviously. Oh yeah, and that's the game that we're all falling for. Um, yeah, that's exactly what we're falling for. It's a divide and conquer thing going on. You've got red versus blue, left versus right, black versus white, all this other stuff. Like they're dividing everybody. Like even on economic status, you got the rich versus the poor. Um, yeah, it's all just and then anything that you had any kind of faith in, they're setting out to destroy it. I just say following God and country and had morals, we wouldn't be going through all this shenanigans. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen so many videos of people crying because they had to get rid of their car because they were on government assistance. Yeah, the whole thing's a trap. Like, yeah, I don't know. It's I don't know. It's tough to have an opinion like left or right when you know the government's completely against you. Like we got non-U.S. citizens staying in five-star hotels, while we've got like veterans that are homeless. Like offer them a five-star hotel, right? I do find a little bit of pleasure some of the videos. Some of the people that were bragging about, I get $4,000 a month in EBT, and they're bragging about it on like TikTok or whatever. And next thing you know, they're doing another TikTok being like, they just took my EBT away because, yeah, yeah, they were making money off of TikTok too or something. Yeah, I agree with Pat. Yeah, yeah, Nick's right. We got off track, and yeah, I think it's the phones and the internet. It's also the like the school system, on all levels. It's the indoctrination of the younger kids. It's the indoctrination of the teachers when they're in the colleges and universities, to become teachers, and then they carry it forth. Like I'm tired of seeing that stuff. I saw a thing the other day where And it, whatever it was, it's a they, them, or ZZ or Zim, whatever the hell it was like so happy that their 4 year, and this is not their 4 year old child. This is in the classroom. Like the 4 year old in the classroom, like recognizes their pronouns as whatever, the they, thems. Like, it's like, no, we're just not, we're kind of sick of that crap. And why is a teacher having a conversation about this crap with a 4 year old? Doesn't make, make it make sense. And that's why this movie, The Odyssey, coming out is like, really, like, I'm sick of this girl boss crap. Some 94-pound chick is the strongest warrior ever. No, no, just she probably just you probably fart on her hard enough and she'd fall over. But it's a her, it's not a him. I'm not going to contribute to their psychological delusional shit. Yeah, Ellen Page. Yeah, I'm not going to do the Elliot thing. It's just Ellen Page. Yeah, just because you suffer from gender dysphoria does not mean that I have to like enable it. I don't even have to acknowledge it. Yeah, like why am I going to support your mental health issue? Just make it make sense. Like get some therapy and go back to normal. As a wounded veteran, I take what I'm owed, and it's 30%. I refuse to take more. Oh yeah, yeah, canon, man. Yeah, and there's all kinds of stuff going on with that. Like, yeah, there was some dude. What's that guy? Caleb Hammer. He's like a financial consultant that gives advice, and he had a couple of scammers in there. One guy was like worked in the mess hall for like a year and is getting like 100% disability, like stateside mess hall. There was another person that was like, they didn't even make it through basic and they got PTSD and they're collecting 100%. Oh, I love the videos where women are whining where are the real men at? Oh yeah, yeah, that's the whole thing. Well, we had the means to do it. The problem is we're giving it away to everybody. Not we, like the politicians, the government. Like they're sending more money overseas than they support Americans with, and it's our damn money. Like I think that's like politicians 110% have to be reminded that it's not free money. It's taxpayers' money. It's our money. Fix our bridges, fix our roads. Maintain our national forests, and take care of the Americans the way you're supposed to. Instead, it's just like they just keep figuring out other ways to scam us. Yeah, like man, the fact that we send what is it, $9 or $10 billion a year just as a, hey, thanks for being whatever it is you are, land of the tiny hat people, and they have like this 10-year contract for like $9 or $10 billion a year. They get free health care. They have free post like secondary education, like colleges and universities are free for the people of the tiny hat land because they have our money. Why can't we like? Meanwhile, like they're scamming every kid here. It's going to college. Like here you can sign up for like lesbian underwater basket weaving, and you can get a 4 year degree in that. But there's no job, but it's going to come with a $255,000 student loan payment you're going to be paying for the rest of your life. I saw it firsthand when my dad was dying and was in the VA. We treat them like shit. Yeah. But yeah, we got tons of money to, what is it, Iraq, Iran, or something? We sent 20, $30 million to them so they could have their little sandbox version of Sesame Street. Like, come on now. Well, that's just stupid. Saw a lot of messed up old dudes in the VA. It's bullshit. Yeah. Yeah. And I grew up seeing all of it as well. There's a VA right in Manchester, New Hampshire. And we used to volunteer there every once in a while, play cards with the guys and stuff. It was a junior ROTC thing to do. And yeah, yeah, man, they treat people like trash. They really do. Um, but yeah, it is what it is. um, yeah, there's a guy that works at my Dunkin' Donuts that went to Yale. Yeah, yeah. What's his degree in, right? Yeah, he's probably a couple $100,000 in debt. And they're doing it like a lot of these schools aren't even requiring SATs anymore. So like you can flunk the high school version of something, then go to college thinking you're going to take the college level, and then when you end up flunking out, your second or third year in, and you have no degree, and now you owe a couple years of college for something you weren't even qualified to go for. But yeah, it's a debt trap, man. Where welcome to the new slave system. Yeah, it's one giant open air prison. Judge a culture on how they educate their youth and how they treat their elderly. Yeah, B&A, that's something we need to start holding to a standard. Yeah, judge a culture by how they educate their youth and how they treat their elderly. Bushcraft, you don't want some Elmo and a burqa? Yeah, Elmo and a burqa is fine, man. Everybody needs toilet paper. Um, what could possibly go wrong? Um, yeah, but there's tons more. Like, what didn't we like pass out like $20 million to in condoms or something in Kenya or Nigeria or something? Like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's all just one giant mess. But yeah, hopefully I'll start feeling better pretty soon, and we're gonna start cranking out some more content here, which is gonna be fun. Um, yeah, who knows? We'll see what happens. We're taking it one day at a time, man. I've been under the weather now for a few days. It's beyond irritating, man. There's other stuff I'd rather be doing in life than being sick. But we'll get past it. We always have, and if not, we'll see you on the other side. Um, yeah, it's funny. I got mad because I told him I'm a self-employed motorcycle mechanic with zero debt. Oh yeah, yeah. The whole credit system's a giant scam. Yeah, pay off your debt, your credit score, your credit score goes down, and then yeah, have too much available credit, and your credit score goes down. Yeah, man, if you're not giving a percentage away to the other people, for every little thing you do, then you're not doing it right. So yeah, in order to buy a house, you have to have a credit score. In order to have a credit score, you got to put yourself in a debt with credit cards, personal loans, vehicle loans, everything. You can't pay anything outright and be financially responsible. No, you got to put yourself in a debt, which is going to run you anywhere from like 4% to 29% interest on everything you're doing. And then people are wondering why they're broke. Yeah, we're just a complete slave to the system. And if you play the game well enough, long enough, you get to almost own a house, but you really don't, because the second you stop paying your property taxes, the government owns it. So are we really free? I think they've been stripping our freedom away for so long that we're to the point now. We're not free Americans. We're debt slaves to the system, to the corporation of America. And we're just, yeah, it's messed up. Yeah, how much for an acre outside of Concord, Mass? Yeah, those condoms were not lubricated so they could use them as a water container. But there's no water in Kenya. Oh, and I don't know. We're running out of time before boots hit the ground in Iran. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, I think maybe we should have done that already. Like I said, whatever we did during Desert Storm, Desert Shield, we need to grab that playbook again. And it's, rather than dabbling in, don't put your toes in, jump in, man. Um, yeah, that's wow. Sorry guys, I'm like super congested here. Um, but yeah, we need to go back to that game plan and go and open a case of whoop ass, do what we got to do, and then just get out of there. Like this long drawn out, it's all a banker's war. It really is. I think we should, I don't know. I don't know, man. Um, I'm not gonna. I kind of did like watching Iran spank the tiny hat people. What do you mean you're throwing missiles back at us? Missiles only go one way. No, missiles go both ways, dumbasses. And yeah, if you're gonna keep pissing everybody off around you, they're gonna throw some missiles back at you. That's just how it's gonna work. As an American, I don't know how much higher I'm gonna be paying heavy gas prices. Yeah, yeah, Trevor Thomas. That's another huge thing going on. Yeah, gas prices are going through the roof. There's millions of Americans right now that are trying to sort out whether or not it's worth going to work anymore. Because the damn gas costs, just like, people that were on the edge, now they're below. It's like, okay, what do you start cutting out? Like, yeah, I think there's something huge coming. I think there's well, actually, technically it's going to be World War 12, right? Is the next war, according to AOC, because World War 11, these are the kind of idiot bartenders where these people getting voted in. That's the problem. That's what's going on. You have a republic if you can keep it. Franklin knew, yeah. Yeah, gas prices went up like 50 cents in like a week here. Yeah. It's just, yeah, yeah, I think it's about $5 a gallon here in New Hampshire. Like 4.98, like we won't split hairs over the 2 cents. Here's your 2 cents. Hey, everybody throw in your 2 cents. Yeah, but why did gas prices go up so much? They've gone up like what like $2 in like a gallon in like less than 2 months. Actually, chaos theory. It's a good purchase in the beginning, but on average, your battery's only going to last 3 years. On average, those batteries are only good for 500 charge cycles, whichever comes first, and then it's going to start diminishing off, and you're still paying like out the wazoo for electric. If it were a regular bike, that would be the bomb diggity because then you're not worried about batteries and stuff. Oh shit, you're still live. What's up? New house lock and key. What's happening, man? Yeah, we're still live. I'm not sure how much longer. I'm still alive. That's the miracle. I've been sick, like really sick for like a week now. That's why, yeah, I didn't do the live on Friday night. I didn't think everybody wanted to listen to like snot face. Yeah, it would have been horrible. Boondock, New Hampshire. Good morning. How you doing? How's the weather up there, my man? Yeah, new house. You just miss old house, man. He sends his love. Oh yeah, anytime, Boondock. Yeah, man. That's why I try not to mess with stuff too much. It's like if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Um, yeah, man. Yeah, I think it's well. You're running off a remote satellite system and stuff, and yeah, all the clouds and all that. Open A and WR drill, baby drill. Yeah. Wow. It's the shitty kitty cooties is whooping my ass. Um, but yeah, actually, I think we're gonna wrap this one up, guys. Yeah, we're just a little bit over 2 hours, and yeah, I'm definitely congested. I'm gonna go find myself a box of tissues and make some snot rags to throw at the cat. Yeah, see if I can get a couple to stick. That'd be great. Um, oh, you can't. I shouldn't have said that out loud, huh? Oh no, you're going straight to hell for that one. But hey, guys, thanks for hanging out. I definitely appreciate all of you. Yeah, we're gonna liven this up as soon as I become more alive. I gotta get over what ails me. The shitty kitty cooties is holding me back. That cat's responsible for everything negative in this planet. Probably even the Leering centers. But yeah, have an awesome day, guys. I'm sure I'll talk to some of you sooner than later. I got to get in touch with a few of you about a few things, so I'll do that. Probably not right away, but yeah, as soon as I'm feeling better. But yeah, guys, have an awesome day. Get out there. If there's good weather, enjoy it. Um, be careful out there. There's a whole lot of stupid going on everywhere. So situational awareness is everything. Stay alert, stay alive, keep your head on a swivel. And by all means, guys, stay frosty. We'll see you on the next one.